Greetings, my dear friends. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mario Pedro Gould. You were tuned into the Alpha Success Television Network. I have a very important message for you today. A very, very important message for you today. So important, I might even go as far as saying that this is one of the most impactful videos that I have ever made in my existence. Hope I got your attention. Hope I got your attention. We're going to be talking about the power, okay? The power of meditation and success in life. The power of meditation to give you a practice and enable you to master the art of living with yourself. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand that once you develop the art of living with yourself, only then can you stop being a problem to yourself. And only then can you go out into the world and make a difference. A harmonious, peaceful, happy difference in everybody's life you come across. So last week, I mentioned to you that I had just come back from a 10-day meditation retreat. And in the video, I talked about how if you patiently, persistently, consistently stay on the path that you have chosen to embark on, you are bound to be successful. If you haven't watched that video, ladies and gentlemen, go back and watch that video. It's a great framework, it's a great foundation. It will give you inspiration, it will give you motivation, it will give you direction to stay on the path. I think that's important, combined with what we're going to talk about today, and we're going to talk about meditation. So, over the past year, I noticed that, I've started taking a meditation practice very seriously. I get up, in the morning, 5, 6 in the morning, and, I was doing a meditation for specifically 34 minutes. Okay? So when I was doing this meditation for 34 minutes, this is what I observed before I went away on a 10-day meditation retreat, which literally transformed my life, and I wish it will do the same for you, and that's why we're here. Before I went on this 10-day retreat, and I was doing my meditation, 34 minutes every morning, I began to notice, without understanding the science at a deep level, I began to notice that I was connecting with my soul. I was connecting with my I was connecting with my true essence. My true essence. My true essence, who I am. Not Mario Pedro Gould, that's my identity, my true essence. And when I was able to connect with my true essence, ladies and gentlemen, when I went out into the world, when I stepped here to make a video for you, when I go out to do business, when I go out and engage in relationships, social relationships, I observed that I was always coming from a place in my heart when I'm speaking to people, number one. And number two, I have developed patience and equanimity, which helps me go through all the changes and vicissitudes of life. Sometimes life is good, sometimes life is bad, but regardless, I stay calm. I stay calm. So from that experience, I had begun to take meditation seriously, and I decided to go away for 10 days on a meditation retreat. And I mentioned that briefly last week. But just a quick summary. The 10-day meditation retreat required me to live in a certain way like monks live. So I was supposed to just have, vegan food, vegetarian food, no problem with that. Meditate 10 hours a day. It was very challenging. It was very challenging. We'll talk about that. No speaking. I was in a group with about 30, 40 people. The men and women were segregated. So we can't talk to women. We can't talk to each other. We can't give each other eye gestures. We can't touch each other at all. No speaking. So silence, and we stop eating food between, by 12 o'clock noon. We have breakfast and we have a 11 o'clock lunch. we don't eat till the next day. We're just meditating. We're meditating like the Buddhist. And we did this for 10 days. It was excruciating, very, very challenging experience for me, because it was very painful sitting in certain positions for those extended periods of time. But this is what I discovered in meditation. From meditation, this has transformed me so much. I'm praying that you take the message here and start thinking about your life in a different perspective and using small habits like this. From meditation, one immediate benefit which was obvious to me and important to me, it may not be important to you, but I still like to share it with you, was I was able to clearly see the difference and the separation between my body, my mind, and my soul. I've spoken about this before, but let's just get into it a little bit deeper what I mean. I realized that I'm not my body. So I'm not attached to this body aging. I'm 34, young and handsome, but I'm going to age. I'm not attached to this body aging. I'm not attached to my body. Next thing was my mind. I began to realize the cause of all my misery comes in my mind. One of them is aspect of fear. When your mind tries to manipulate situations, conversations, interactions. And I wanted to put that aside and always just talk from my soul. Because when I talk from my soul, you get in the true me right now. So that was one thing that I wanted to accomplish, and I was able to accomplish that. So the question that I ask you is, this may not be something that is of paramount importance to you, but ask yourself, if you are able to always communicate from a genuinely authentic place, from the essence of who you are, in your workplace, in your business, in your relationships, social relationships, or relationships with someone that you're actually dating or seeing, if you bring that true essence of you into the world, okay, we're just going to pose the question. If you bring that essence of you tomorrow, how different would your life be? It's just a question. You think about it, make your own conclusions. The second thing that happened to me that I never realized, from the power of meditation, I was able to break into my unconscious mind. Okay? Mario, what is the unconscious mind? The unconscious mind is the mind that does everything when you are not aware. So it monitors your breathing. It takes care of all your bodily functions. It's the seat of all the memories that you have. Anytime you read a book, your mind is like a filing cabinet. It stores the book away. It stores all the books that you read, all the experience that you have, negative or positive. Everything is being stored in your unconscious mind. And these things that have been stored in your unconscious mind is actually what creates how you actually, it's actually the impetus for what you do when you're outside in the world. So you out in the world and you do something that doesn't make sense to you why you did it, well, that's coming from your unconscious mind. Through meditation for this extended periods of time, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to break into my unconscious mind, which was very powerful for two reasons. Reason number one being, I was able to see throughout my life. I always used to say that, life has been tough because I had a shitty childhood. Yeah, you remember that story? You tell yourself that story too. You tell everybody. I had a shitty childhood. But everybody you meet will have a shitty childhood. But why do some people act differently? And in my meditation, I realized when I got into my unconscious mind that my life, all the fuck-ups that I've had in my life, are not because I had a fucked up childhood, but because, ladies and gentlemen, I have reacted in a negative way to anything that happened to me. So if I go back and think about 18 years of age to 34, it's not that I had a messed up childhood, it's that I always reacted in a negative way. When I was angry, I reacted and picked up the bottle. When I was frustrated, I reacted and smoked marijuana. When I had a lot of tension, I reacted and had an interaction with a female that was not to my highest benefit. When I was frustrated, I reacted and decided to put my work away. When I was frustrated, I decided to react and put my health away. When I got into my unconscious mind, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to see very clearly all the decisions that I had made. That were a problem to Mario Pedro Gold, and I realized that the enemy lies within and not without. I am a problem to my own self. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever reach that stage in your life, that is the moment of liberation, when you realize that you are the problem to yourself. Because at that point, you take 100% responsibility. Nothing is wrong outside. Nothing is wrong with him, her. Nothing is wrong with society. Something is wrong with me, and I have to get to the bottom of it from within. Meditation allowed me to do this. Number 2, which you can use in success, the biggest breakthrough, and I'm sharing it with you without patenting it, is when I access my unconscious mind, ladies and gentlemen, I discovered that inside me, if you think about the world and then the universe, that universe that is outside is the same universe that is within your body. So when I got into my unconscious mind, I was able to access the universe within, and I reached a crucial realization, which was in that unconscious realm when I've broken it, and I take a seed and I plant a seed inside that realm. That seed is going to grow outside to make me become the person that I desire, because this is the law of nature. You plant a seed of an apple, it grows out, it becomes an apple. You plant a seed of an orange, it grows up and becomes an orange. Now when I tell you this, you plant the seeds within, go and tell yourself, I am happy, I am happy, I am rich, I am successful. You understand this on an intellectual basis, but it doesn't work for most people because they have understood it intellectually. They haven't understood it experientially. When I got into my meditation, I got into the place where I broke into the invisible world, the unconscious realm, the universe within, and I was able to plant seeds within. Every day I'll be planting seeds within of truth, seeds within of love, seeds within of compassion, seeds within of abundance, seeds within of prosperity, seeds within of health, seeds within of positivity, of contribution, of service, of making a difference. Need I say more? Planting the right seeds in the fertile soil that lies within. There's a lot more to meditation, but I want you to pick up meditation and go through your own experiences. What I'm sharing with you is my experiential, and I'm giving to you on an intellectual basis. All you can do is receive it intellectually. I am here to give you inspiration, guidance, and direction so you can make a move, baby. There's a lot of meditation retreats out there, and I'm pretty sure they're all phenomenal. I'll share with you the one that I did. Maybe you may get called to do it too, or just pick up whatever it is. I went to a Vipassana meditation retreat. It's based on the Buddhist teachings, Buddhist philosophies, but you don't have to aspire to Buddhist philosophies. But they teach about morality. They teach about mastery of the mind. They teach about the laws of nature that happen within from you getting to know yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most powerful video I made. Start looking within to discover the cause of your problems. And from within, you will discover the strength and the inspiration to make a difference in your life. And make a difference in everybody's life. Have yourself a spectacular week. I'll be right back next week with some more transformative material. Adios.